Have you ever noticed that the harder you try to hold on to sand, the faster it slips through your fingers? Dating is exactly the same way. You meet someone you really like, you feel that spark, and suddenly an inner panic kicks in. You start texting faster, planning 3 steps ahead, and trying so hard to prove your worth. But instead of pulling them closer, it feels like they are subtly taking a step back. If you're feeling exhausted, anxious, or like you're the only one who's keeping the connection alive, I want you to take a deep breath. You're not losing them because you aren't enough, you're losing them because you're chasing. Today, we are going to look at the psychology of attraction and how to stop running after people and start letting them come to you automatically. Let's be completely candid for a second. Why do we chase? We do it because we are terrified of rejection. We think if I don't make this happen, it won't happen. But here's the psychological trap. Chasing is naturally the declaration of scarcity. When you chase someone, you send a subconscious signal that says, I don't believe I'm valuable enough on my own to keep you interested. Human psychology reacts to this instantly. If you're doing 100% of the pursuing, you're leaving 0% of the room for the other person to experience curiosity. They never get the chance to wonder what you're doing, how you feel, or what it's like to miss you. True attraction doesn't live in certainty, it lives in the space between two people. When you fill that space with your own anxiety, you smother the very thing you're trying to grow. So, how do we fix this? The first shift is moving from a mindset of pursuit to a mindset of gravity. Think about the sun. The sun doesn't chase the planets to keep them in orbit, it just stays hot. You stop looking like an option waiting to be chosen and you start looking like a whole, fulfilling world that someone would be lucky to enter. The second shift is learning to tolerate that empty space. This is the hardest part for anyone who naturally steps into the chaser role. Let's look at a practical example. You send a text, a few hours go by and they haven't replied. The chaser's brain panics and thinks, I need to send another text to fix this. Or send a funny meme to remind them I exist. Don't do it. Lean back instead. Leaving space means matching their efforts, not over delivering. If they take 5 hours to reply with one word answer, you do not reply in 2 seconds with a paragraph. You match the energy. This isn't about playing childish games or counting minutes on a clock. It's about self regulation. It's about saying to yourself, I am comfortable in my own skin to let this silence sit. If they have genuine interest, the empty space will start to pull them. They will realize that the text flow has slowed down and they will step up to fill it. And if they don't step up, then you have just got a very clear, valuable answer about their level of interest without wasting any more time and effort. This brings us to the ultimate secret weapon of attraction: radical outcome independence. The biggest reason we chase is because we tie our entire sense of worth to a specific outcome. We decide if this person doesn't like me, maybe I am worthless, unlovable. This is a massive, unfair burden to put on a new relationship. To stop chasing, you must be completely comfortable with things not working out. When you walk into a date or a conversation thinking, I hope they like me, you're in a weak, hunting position. Shift your perspective to, I wonder if I even like them. I wonder if they fit into the life I'm building. You have to be more committed to your own peace of mind than you are to keeping a single person in your life. When someone senses that you're willing to walk away when your standards are not met, your value skyrockets, not because of a trick, but because self respect is the rarest, most attractive trait on the planet. Stop running after people who know exactly where you are. The right connections will feel like a conversation and not like a conquest. They will feel like a mutual step forward, not a tug of war where you are pulling until your hands bleed. You are entirely too valuable to spend your whole life auditioning for people who are indifferent to you. Drop the rope, let the space be space, and see who steps in it. If this video brought you a little bit of peace or a helpful reality check today, hit that like button and leave a comment below sharing one of those shifts that you need to practice this week. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.